As-built are super important for construction, and I think most people find them to be kind of an annoying task to put together. Having been on both sides of it, I know just how important they are, especially having been on the TI, the retrofit side, and having not the best as built sometimes of projects. It makes it really difficult to put together a bid. It makes it difficult to go out and do your work if you have to do a bunch of scanning, things like that. So having as builds and an easy way to put them together, super, super important. In Autodesk Build, when you are putting all of your markups and different items on your drawing sheets, whether it's issues or your RFIs that are posted inside of the details, those are all things that you probably want to carry over into your as-builts. And so I'm not sure if everyone knows this, but you can actually export these as an as-built and have these locally referenced. What that means is that when you open up the PDF of this drawing sheet and you click on this link, it will open up another PDF. Just super valuable for the future when maybe a project 10 years, 20 years down the road is no longer hosted in the Autodesk Construction Cloud, or someone from the facilities team wants to access all that information and they don't have yet a license to ACC, or they don't have access to the project in the construction cloud. And so that's why these locally referenced as-builts are so important. So let me show you how you can go ahead and do this as-built export. So we come into the settings section under build. And from here, we're then going to go to this as-built export. So inside of this, we can export all of our drawing sheets. We can export all of our RFIs, you name it. When we click on that create as built, we can turn this references on. So we can include references to items not selected. So that is something that we can turn on. That's an option. And then we can also go into all of the details for every single item that we want in this as-built. So I'm going to go ahead and edit this. And now we can get into differences of little things here. So we can either do just the current drawing sheets or all the sheets. So it would be all of your different versions. So I'm going to keep it for this example to current versions. We're going to do all markups in this case, since there aren't a lot of markups on this set. And then we will go to all RFIs here. I am going to do just close the middles. And then files, we can do either all files, basic files, model files. So that's an option there. I'm actually going to turn that off for the sake of this, just because here we are trying to do as-builts of my drawing sheets. Issues, I'm going to turn that to all issues. And then again, I'm going to turn off the forms since we're doing from the drawing sheets. So now we can go ahead and click create. What this is doing now is it is running in the background, creating that as-built export. And as it said there, it's going to go ahead and send me an email when this is done running. It will take some time because it is pulling everything down from the internet. It's pulling it all into a zip file for me. And then I always can also go ahead and share this with Bridge at the end of the day. So that's pretty cool for creating that as-built. Okay, so my as-built has been created, and we can come in here now and we can download this as-built. So let's get that downloaded, and it is downloading a zip file for me. All right, so we now have our zip file, and one important thing here is that we do want to run the extraction. So I'm going to go ahead and run that extraction. Okay, we now have our extracted as-built on my computer. We're going to go into it. So there's actually some good info here. It does organize it for me, so I can just go directly into my drawing sheets. And I'm going to go into Tower 1 because that's where I know that I have some items. And again, I only downloaded the current version. So if I had multiple versions, it would show those here. Let's see in the preview pane here. This is one of the drawing sheets that I did want to open. So we're going to go ahead and open that up into my Adobe. Okay, so now we're in a PDF viewer. Any PDF viewer would work for this. So as you can see here, I have my RFIs that are posted to the drawing sheets here. I can go ahead and click on this RFI. And it's going to bring it up for me in this other window. So it's pulling that RFI from that as-built export. And it is pulling it up here so I can go ahead and I can review this RFI. And same thing goes for the issues. So now that I'm in the RFI, if I want to take a look at the issues that I have in here, I can simply go ahead and click on that issue and it is going to pull it up for me in that another window here. So it's taking that actual file and letting me look at it without me having to go to a web browser and look at the items there. So my as-builts, my RFIs are all locally referenced, which is super, super cool and extremely important for when we pass off our as-builts from at the end of the project. So all of that work that you're doing to post your RFIs throughout the project is not going to go to waste with this export option because it's all going to be linked there for you. No need to do any kind of duplicate effort of reposting it, anything like that. It's all here, everything in one complete place. Hopefully this can help you get your projects done faster and turn over faster so that you can start working on the next one. Thanks for watching and go ahead and like and subscribe.